Welcome to Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and Johnny Red Floyd Stadium, home of the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. We have waited patiently and sometimes impatiently, and the moment is finally here. Time to kick off a new season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
That's caught. It's Washington. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like, first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Using his legs, it's Shaw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the pass. Tosses it incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
To throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Pringle. Still running at the 40. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30 plus.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different...
Going to take a shot at this DB. He caught it. Touchdown, Kentucky. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Middle Tennessee, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on third down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it.
Kentucky 14, Middle Tennessee 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A safe call on the wide receiver screen.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the back. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Pulls it in. It's Washington. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He's now up to 66 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his eye.
Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases.
They blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll give it to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. Now the pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the fourth time today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Pringle. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's gone. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Kentucky 27, Middle Tennessee 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for space, it's James. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Give him 105 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's...
He's going for the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 21 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. On the move at the 30. To running room. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays.
The Sneak scores it.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Middle Tennessee, 7.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Bringing the heat. They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And he makes the extra point. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little space. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
On the run, it's Wilcox. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He's got it still on his feet. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Tennessee, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Got a little space. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
They'll run it on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The Wildcats have enough for the first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
On this 1st and goal, let's see what Kentucky does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Ready, break. Check. 42 Spider.
They want that clock to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything is working.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Kentucky 48, Middle Tennessee 14.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.